I wanna tell you guys a little secret of mine. This is how you actually create modern raw style kicks. You are not using EQ, you are not using distortion, you are using the Minecraft villager sound. First step of the process is to open up Harmor in resynthesis mode. This enables us to use any image or sound in Harmor. Let's set a pitch curve to our sound so it can resemble a kick drum. Watch the video. Usually, for these type of sounds, phasing filters works wonders. Let's try it out. Although I said we don't need distortion, but I lied. This next step is the most crucial of the process. We are going to use Harmor's phaser in stationary mode. Call me a liar if you want to, but that's super cool. Hell yeah. Now we are going to start to stack unison voices on top of each other. Just make sure that the panning is set to 0. We don't need any stereo here yet. Even the sound we dropped in, Harmor is not sampling the sound, it's simply creating it from sine waves. Every single sound inside of this world phaser we are using is not an actual phaser, it's just adding and removing frequencies or sine waves and trying to imitate freedom of creating completely custom phaser and filtering shapes. This is not possible in traditional subtractive synthesis. Here, I'm just simply doing some fine-tuning and final adjustments to my sound. I sped up the process because it's super boring. If you wanna find even more in-depth tutorials, check out my Patreon. But for now, let's move on to FL Studio and see what kind of rhythms and things we can come up with. Maybe we get signed, who knows? Let me show you in which type of environment I do sound design like this. I start with one Harmor like you see in here, and when I find something that I like even barely, I just clone it and move into next one. Only mixer effect I'm using is Neutron, and I use the Sculptor module, add fullness preset, set it to around 50% and just set the tone how I like it. Sometimes I even might like to use the R-Bass stereo. Here I also have a little screech that I made to kind of test it out, same Minecraft villager sound. So I'm not going to go any further with this one because I think all of you know what to do. Just fiddle around with some buttons. I'm just kidding. If you want to learn more about this type of sound design, please just check out my Patreon. Inside of my Patreon, I do only educational content. It's pretty long videos most of the times, but yeah, that's what you get. A lot of tutorials on hard dance music production only. But if you actually made it this far into the video, I wanna thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot. If you leave a like and a comment, it helps me more than you think. Let's see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.